Hi, my name's Lee Taylor. I'm from Hardy & Gray's Coarse Academy. I'm just going to talk to you about a rig board that we've done up here on the new Prodigy range. Here we've got some pellet bands that have got a nice little tail rubber, so if you were fishing, for example, maggot, caster, and you wanted to change over to fishing, say, pellet up in the water, instead of tying a hair rig, you can just quite simply fit the rubber onto the hook, thread it through, and then you can put your pellet through the bands. There's different sizes where you can fit a 4mm pellet, a 6mm and an 8mm. This will even take up to an 11mm pellet, which is really handy. You'll notice inside the rings there's actually some grippers, so it'll actually grip hold of the pellet and less chance of the pellet actually falling out. Then we'll go on to some of the bait spikes. Simple baits, pellet, meat and corn. Just simply push it through the bait. It will basically grip onto the bait. When you cast out, less chance of it coming off. Again, you can either thread this through the hook or you can put it onto the hair. You can also trim it down to suit the size of the bait you're using, so it's a really good idea. Works very well, again, with expanders and, you know, baits like meat. Then we've got some little gripper bands here. I love to fish these with 8mm pellet with some paste wrapped round. They've actually got some little ridges which go round the band, and basically that'll grip to the paste, so when casting out there's less chance of the paste coming off the hook. So we've got these in the clear version. When they're in the water they don't actually show up, so you can actually look down into the water and you won't actually see them around the pellet. Then you've got some in the colour of pellet form, in a brown colour, exactly the same principle as the white ones. They work exactly the same. Got some top and tail rubbers here. These are a real neat and tidy idea. Basically it will cover your hook length around the swivel or whatever attachment you decide to use. Here you've got a tail rubber which goes over your hook length, and the other end of the tail rubber which goes over your main line, and your swivel is encased inside. You can change this from a standard swivel, number 6 or number 8 swivel, which is what we're doing in the Prodigy range, or you could change to a quick change swivel. This is a cracking idea where it can be encased in this, but if you want to change the length of your hook length with ease, basically you just drop this down, take your old hook length off, and then put it back on again and drop it back up again. So it just makes life a lot easier and a lot faster whilst you're on the bank. All these products will appeal to your general coarse angler, your specialist angler, and the match angler will look at some of these items on here. It's a very good range to use, as it's very versatile and basically will assist in all aspects of your coarse angling.